Hello everyone, this is Classic Caleb, and I just thought I'd run us through the new Fallout 76 Vault Quarters shelter. It's a work in progress, but maybe help pass around some ideas on how we can do builds in here. This room here hurts my eyes, so I want to do something with the orange walls. I added the ceiling area. The ceiling area actually seems to have helped with the lighting quite a bit. Kind of a crafting shop is an idea. The main feature, of course. And that sounds just really relaxing. Little scuba helmet back there. Right now I've got this as kind of a health and fitness area. A lot of work to do here. Again, it has these orange walls. I'm not a fan of the orange walls, so I kind of want to do something else with there. Similar to how I've done out here. You know, with any of these shelters, it seems to help a whole lot, make it feel homier if you can get... The main thing for me seems to be the ceiling. And I usually start with just a floating ceiling piece. You have to turn snapping off, typically helps. And it can be quite a challenge to get the first one, you know, kind of lined up perfectly. And then after that, I'll usually turn snapping back on for the rest of them, and they'll snap to each other. So it takes quite a bit. It's incredible what you can build in this game. And it's also incredibly frustrating. But the finished product is usually worth it for me. I have a lot of fun with it overall. Again, still a work in progress. I just know it's fairly new, and there are probably some people that... It helps me to browse YouTube videos and get some ideas, but I noticed there hadn't been a lot done with this one yet since it's so new. One thing I've done, so if you'll notice here that I'm experimenting with, I've always kind of hated how if you decide to build walls and leave space and stuff, you have this awkward space in between room transitions. So finding a good way to deal with that, I've experimented with different ways. Here's one way I've dealt with it here that I'm playing with. I just took one, you know, a solid wall piece, turned off snapping, got it lined up here the best I could, reversed it so I could do the wallpaper on the outside. And you can put a doorway, and that kind of helps box off, so it's not as awkward of a transition. I really like this area, the way they did it, just the lighting and everything about it. I don't know that I'll make a whole lot of changes here. Here's another transition I'm working on. And the best feature. I've seen a few videos that haven't noticed. I mean, it's easy to get distracted by this awesome water feature underneath, and then they miss what's above you, which is a pretty neat feature up above you too. And obviously I didn't do any kind of ceiling or floor here, because that just looks, to me it looks way better exposed. So another thing I struggle with is these areas here. So whenever you do walls like this, kind of make it feel homier, you end up having to block these windows. So then it makes it kind of awkward for here. So what I've been experimenting here with, and I just have a handful there, but you can add more plant life. I can just keep stacking some more in there, and it'll help it feel better once you're in here. A little bar area. I was able to snap floor. The flooring seems to work better in this shelter than any of the others I've done so far, because everything just fit. I could set one piece, get it lined up, not snap. I had turned snapping off to get the first one kind of lined up the best I could. It could be frustrating to experiment a few times. Then after I do that, I can turn snapping on and then just kind of go from there. So I snapped the flooring here. We really need some kind of themed outer skinny flooring. I don't know what you call these pieces. Aside from just the plain wood. I'm playing with this right now. And I may take the floor completely out. Part of that is going to depend on the budget. So far, if you'll look in the upper right hand, so far the budget has actually, it's been a little tight. I will say it's better than I thought it was going to be. So with what I've built, I think it's okay. It's not too tight of a budget. Of course, most of my budget is going to be all the walls and all the ceiling pieces I've done. That's a lot of budget in all of these pieces. So a lot of people will probably be fine and happy not doing the walls and ceiling thing. It's a massive shelter. Can't wait for display cases. They are working on display cases. That's the next thing on our radar. Hopefully vending will come after that. Nice little features back here. Haven't really done anything with this room yet. I just put some little placeholders there for now. Making this into kind of a bedroom area. As you can tell, I haven't really focused back here on anything yet. I just wanted to give people an idea of what you get. Start some brainstorming ideas. I'm always blown away by how creative people can be. So if anybody's curious about this, maybe a terrible idea, but the way I'm doing with these transitions, like I was talking about earlier with this wall, you'll take this doorway out. You won't use this doorway piece for now. You won't have it fit there. You'll take it completely out, and you'll use two of these. Of course, this one I used two smaller pieces. That way I could match this red wallpaper and then that transition I was doing. So either way. And then just kind of set them and get them lined up. And again, once you get one lined up, and in this area I kind of use the rivets and stuff to kind of help me line them up. Once you get one lined up, you can turn on snapping again, and that'll help you with the others. And they have to be close. They actually don't have to be absolutely perfect. It can be a struggle, but I think it's worth it after you get it done. I'm excited to see what other ideas people come up with. Lots of room, lots of possibility. This door here is actually for my lobby shelter. I'll hop in here while I'm here. Now this one, I don't remember the YouTuber. I've done this myself, but this is a lobby shelter again. I don't remember. There's another YouTuber I'd seen working on his lobby shelter build that was really crazy. I straight up stole a lot of his ideas for in here. And that was kind of where the inspiration started with this idea that he had put together for the lobby shelter. Anyway. I hope that's helpful. I hope it gives somebody some ideas. I really love seeing other people's camps, getting ideas from other people, sharing. I like the building. It's nice, change of pace. You know, I love Fallout 76 for what it is. If you start to get burnt out on one activity, you can just go do something else for a while. I stream live typically on the weekends, Friday through Sunday. Generally going to be a Fallout game. Plenty of Fallout 76.